Hello everyone, and today I want to explain a relationship between the culture and a language. For me, it's an important topic in this career. This video is for the methods and approaches class with the Professor Raúl Mora at the UPB University. So today I will talk about three important questions that we need to understand in the process of learning and teaching languages. Those questions are: what is a language and what represents to teach a language? Through this class we will try to comprehend the important and different ways to be able to teach a language. We will also learn of the correct methods, approaches, methodologies, and techniques to making a better environment in the classroom, which help to understand structures and particular expressions of a culture. Therefore, it is very important to answer the previous questions because that allow us to distinguish the difference between some method and the way to teach a language and the way to learn a language. So the most important thing about learning and teaching language is to know that in the meantime we also learn about the culture and how people live or make it better. Then it's not enough to learn only the grammatical structure or every single use word. It is a hard process because we need to learn a lot of things that represents an important role in the context or in the culture. What we can say is that culture is like a text with different ways to see the world. This looks confusing, but is a way to explain the configurations of society. Culture is a text because it has the power to create relationships between signs, symbols, images, way to acting, social imaginaries, different ways to express a reality, and some representative gestures and more things. So, culture is a text because the text can provide all that in a particular intention, at the same way that we can make meaningful sentences with groups of words and create a big structure called text. When we write a text, we need to express a particular thing or a particular intentions. So this looks like an easy process, but it is only a dream. For think about it. When you want to write something, you need to think about so many things. For example, the words that you have to use, the intention that you want to transmit, the people who will receive your message, your own style, your intention, and it is reflected in the culture because for get along a context you need to be selective with a thousand and thousand and a thousand of aspects, and the more difficult is to know how to be partnering with things that you choose. Now, with this perspective, writing and reading look like a complicated process, but teaching a language is more harder because we need to learn the culture and structures of a language, all at the same time. For that reason, the culture is a big text and has many ways to describe and understand the world and the society, of course, a reality. Now we can to try to understand possible answers of the question that I mentioned before. What is language? A language is a big structure that has signs and symbols that allows to illustrate the world and the reality of society with words. It is maybe a way to paint the world with words and building the world with words. So all words have signified words. Now, can exist a language without a culture, without a reality, without a way to name the things? So, for some people, to teach a language is to teach also a culture. For some people, a language is a set of signs that have signified. Language has other ways to express intentions. It's so important to comprehend this to teach a language because we are teachers and we need to teach a culture and not only a group of signs.